Yes, I will be doing a perception check.
It ain't an encounter without a crit fail.
Do I notice Flynn falling off with a 5?
You do not. You kind of hear the splash behind you, but you just assume that it's, you know, from other things.
And then there was one.
We stay true to the course.
Just use that nature check. Try to get as far ahead as you can.
Yep, we're gonna do a nature check.
I'm gonna convert all these guys.
23.
God, you're on fire.
All right. This goes.
I'm gonna die.
You guys are idiots.
I'm not an idiot.
Oh, you guys are idiots.
If you
Ruined my awesome surfing montage.
You don't have an awesome surfing montage. You just had to
I
not
would have.
jump off our own damn boat for like no reason.
Hey, aren't they still attached to this one right here?
No, they have now cut it loose.
Oh, well, looks like I'm gonna die. Ship's going down.
All right. So they are coming through here. All right, and so this one ends up positioning towards the ship, and this red one ends up firing its harpoon.
Enough room for Kane on the boat.
Excellent.
So it fires its harpoon, and it goes wide and splashes down in the water beside you.
My God,
So,
they're trying to shoot harpoons at
Completely
us.
misses.
Where's Flynn?
And-
Flynn, we have to go faster.
And so this blue one is in the process of reloading its harpoon.
Wait, are they still asleep?
After it has detached it.
Are they still asleep?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. These guys are asleep. I should put an icon on the. All right, let me see here.
So that way they just keep
They just keep-
driving right at me.
They go.
Oh, no!
So these guys are.
This
these guys
is an
are-
Indiana Jones clip.
All right, so instead of
I
turning,
I
they
was
end up
yours.
kind of going straight this way.
Does it crush Flynn?
Not at this point, but Flynn is kind of right in between these boats.
Oh, God.
If he doesn't move, it's going to be dangerous for him. All right, so Flynn, it is your turn.
Okay, so that harpoon that was just fired, I'm assuming it's attached to a rope that is now in the water. Is that something that I can grab at this point and use that to help steer me? I mean, like, is it near me or
Yeah, so it's right off the bow of this boat, and about every square that's on this grid is about 10 feet.
How fast
So-
do you swim in 5?
Depends on your athletics check. Unless you have a swim speed, which you do not.
And let's just, for the sake of, just exploration, let's say I have no athletics.
Then you might
How
not
close am I to the
swim
boat?
very well. Both of them are kind of like within 5 feet of you.
They're equidistant. Okay, they're both equidistant. Do the harpoons get reeled in?
Given this one is coming towards you, and this one is moving like beside you.
Okay, fuck it. Let's. I'm gonna go for the rope and use that to try to climb myself closer to that boat, to the red ship.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to swim to that.
Okay.
So, athletics.
Mm-hmm.
I can't cast bardic inspiration on myself, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, let's just try this first.
All right. So
Raw
you
power.
are able to swim over to the rope, grab a hold of it, and you start. Are you climbing up it, or are you just holding onto it for right now?
I'm trying to. I'd like to be close to this boat at this point. Yeah, we'll say I'm trying to climb up it at this point.
Okay, so you're able to grab onto the rope and you start climbing up, and so you're starting to get your body out of the water, and you are dripping wet. And you notice up towards the top, several of the pirates are looking overboard and notice you kind of coming up the rope. And
I'm going to cast... oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Have I used my standard at this point?
You've just done a movement.
Okay, I'm going to cast Bane on the pirates that are looking at me.
All right, what are the components for Bane?
It's just as I need some blood, which I'm pretty sure I'm bleeding somewhere.
But what about the other ones, like voice or hand gestures?
Yeah, it's voice, hand gesture. I didn't actually write this stuff down because I didn't think that
that it would
you'd
be
actually that you'd report. It just says VSM, a drop of blood.
Okay.
It just says it doesn't specify, so I'm just gonna assume that I can just.
The S part is the hand gestures. So
I mean, as long as if I can have one hand, can I free one hand for a moment to cast a spell? Like I think it would be something like this. That's how I cast Bane.
Yeah, is it a?
That's just me.
What's the rolls on there? Are there anything, or is it just affects
up to
them?
3 creatures of your choice you can see must make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
And then I have that thing of charisma, but I don't remember how that worked. The cloak of charisma, I forgot what that did.
I think that's just for your checks, right? Or
have disadvantage to saves. So it's a charisma test, but they have disadvantage.
Okay.
Against me for the next turn.
They've got pretty low sides, maybe 5 to 10 feet out of the water at the most for these.
Okay.
Yours is probably 5 or less feet out of the water to like climb up the side. So.
Okay.
All right. And so you cast Bane on them. All right. So what does Bane do exactly?
Sorry. Yeah. Let's call that guy up. Oh shit. Bane. What does my higher level do? I don't know what higher level does. Do I have a higher level? Oh, how many people are looking at me right now? Would you say?
There's probably 2. One guy with a crossbow and the other guy that was manning the harpoon.
Okay. Okay, so I cast Bane on just the 2 then.
Okay.
There it is. Why is it unsave success? What the hell? That is not how that works.
Both of them fail.
All right. Cool. All right, so they're just all at disadvantage on anything they want to do to me.
Okay.
Okay, that's my turn. Yeah, that's standard to move. So,
okay. So, and they have to roll a d4 and subtract the number.
Yeah.
So.
To any attack rolls or saving rolls.
Yeah, the disadvantage is just against the save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Got it. All right.
Boom.
So you are hanging on to the rope on the front of that boat. And Fa-Ping, it is your turn.
Okay. You're trying to climb up the red boat?
Yeah, that's the only thing I could get a hold of.
The blue boat's all still asleep.
It's
I mean, it depends.
All, yeah.
I was going to say it depends on how many people are on there. I saw some people fall. I saw everybody that I saw fall asleep, but I don't know if there's any others that are awake. They're technically asleep until they like hit that other boat, or till somebody wakes them up.
So I'm about 10 feet from the red boat.
Yep.
And how tall is it? Like, how high up? Since I've
Probably
got
about-
a 40 speed.
Probably about another 10 feet.
Okay, so with a 40 speed, I should be able to climb up that in one movement, right?
You'll still need to make an athletics check to swim.
That's right. Let's do that. Athletics. Go. 15.
All right. Yep. So you can end up swimming the currents fine over there, and then you can reach the side of the boat.
I'm gonna climb up the side. And I'm just gonna, like, peek over it just to see if I can get a glimpse of how many people are actually there. But they're all focused on Flynn climbing up, right?
At this point, yeah, no one's noticed you.
Alright, I'm gonna hit it with a hot stealth check to see if I can climb up unnoticed.
Is this side right here still on fire?
Oh, damn.
At this point, no.
All right.
There's been some crew members that have put it out, but there's definitely some smoke that are coming up
Okay.
from around there.
17 stealth to climb up unnoticed.
All right. And you wanted to take a look around?
Yeah, just a quick glimpse.
All right. Go ahead and do a perception.
7.
All right. So you do notice the two guys that are up towards the front that seem to be kind of shouting and pointing down towards Flynn. And you notice about two more guys that are up on the top. So one guy where you would normally think of at the helm kind of steering the boat, and then another guy who's kind of right in front of you but has not noticed you. He's kind of working at some other things kind of around that area. You notice got some buckets and some other stuff that he's got there.
Okay, how do I want to play this? Let's see. And he's in front of me, like he's right by me.
Yeah.
What would I roll to try to throw him off the boat?
Let's do a strength check.
Oh shit. I awkwardly grope his backside.
Honk.
All right. So as you try to grab the back of like his belt and kind of pull him backwards, he feels the tug and he suddenly stops and turns around and stares at you. And
This
you
isn't what
cannot-
it looks like, man. This is not what it looks like.
All right. And then we are going to move to Kane's turn.
I am going to notice that terrible spear that came by and realized, they're firing at us. I should take care of that spear, and I'm gonna cast produce flame by the guy who's chucking spears at us.
Okay.
9 day.
All right. Unfortunately, you miss, and so it goes off to the side and just kind of fizzles out towards a very wet spot on the hull. And as you end up kind of chucking it over there, you end up noticing Flynn dangling from the rope in front, kind of right beside where you chucked the fire
At that
as it
point,
lights up that area.
I turned back to the front of the boat and then back at the back of the boat and go, "How did you get down there?" Keith, you're muted. You're muted.
I feel like my character's just kind of rolling up and down in the water, just going, ah! So that's really all you're getting out of me right now.
Well, where's the monkey?
I don't know where that came from.
Okay, well,
Oh, it's everywhere. Oh. God, it looks like Fuck Ping's bedroom in here.
at 22 in survival to go faster.
Fuck. I don't know why she started choking for like no reason.
Alright, give me a second. I'm going to grab my drink. I forgot it in the other room.
Oh, boy. This is going really well, boys. I'm just telling you right now.
This part of the show is brought to you by Dr. Pepper, for when you're pretty sure you're going to need a doctor.
Haha.
Mm-hmm. That was run. I haven't done a spit take in a while.
This is gonna be a low spot in a minute until Darrel comes back. How did?
I'm thinking we got to take up
All of this
now.
problem happened when.
Please
with
remind us.
Jake.
I thought we were gonna fight the pirates, okay?
There was 3 of us
Dude.
against 3 boats. Okay.
Dude, I had them all fucking... I had them in the palm of my hand. One boat was asleep, and it was tethered to another boat that was, like, swerving out of the way in the opposite direction, man. We were, like, long gone, and they would have crisscrossed, hit each other, and the green boat wouldn't have been able to catch up. It was, like, done.
Okay.
Done.
It's never that easy.
You're right. You can... I gotta find that meme about us. There's no bigger danger the DM can make than us to ourselves.
The plan was simple. We immobilized the first
this.
2 boats, and we were just gonna keep going. And then the monkey jumped off into the water. Okay.
All right. So
And
Kane
then
is
came fails.
having the boat move forward, and so at this point, this boat with Flynn and Fa Ping moves up a little bit, and this boat ends up crashing
God.
straight into the backside.
Oh no!
All right. And so as it rams, I just noticed all these boats were sharing 8 hit points. I don't
Excellent.
want that to happen.
All of them have the same hit points.
Yeah. I don't like how it does that. Like, when you make a character sheet and like an NPC or whatever, and then you assign like one of the little bubbles or whatever to HP, whenever you change it, it changes it for all the people that are assigned to that rather than just that token. So it's like, what's the point of even being able to assign that?
Yeah.
So, like, it makes sense for players, but not NPCs. And they have like different sheets for monsters and players, so I feel like it should interact differently, but it doesn't. All right, so as it crashes in here, Fa Ping, you are kind of hanging on to the backside of this boat. You can make a dexterity check as a reaction. So a dexterity save. Let's do that.
Dexterity
We
save.
have so much further to go in this damn river, and you guys are freaking flopping around like fish.
Oh, it didn't work. Okay, let's try it again.
I am literally
Oh,
flopping
there.
around like a fish.
13.
I just made this map super big so that way I didn't like run out of space.
Gotcha.
I wasn't
in,
sure
in, the,
how.
in the event
how
that we
long
got past the first, in the event that we got past the first 20 squares
Yeah.
without any difficulty.
All right. So Fa Ping,
Good news, we didn't.
Okay, so Fopping, as you're kind of holding on to that guy, you are able to kind of use him as leverage really quick to pull yourself over onto the ship and onto a safe area. And as you do that, you kind of knock the other guy off balance as the railing kind of crumbles behind you, and that particular pirate loses his footing and splashes down in the water as he failed his dexterity saving throw.
Woo woo!
With a critical failure, by the way.
Nice. Smacking his head on the rocks as he goes down.
All right.
We gonna die.
Ends up turning this way and is trying to come in through here. All right, Flynn. Go ahead and also make a dexterity saving throw for me, as the entire boat is being jostled and you are hanging on to a rope.
10.
All right, so you end up sliding all the way down into the water. You are still holding on to the rope, but you have basically lost any climbing progress that you did last turn.
Okay.
And you're wet again.
Awesome.
Oh, baby.
That's the way I like it. Okay. Awesome. I'm glad when I plan my turn out, and then right before my turn starts, I lose everything that I was planning on doing. That's how I play.
Yep.
All right. What are the two guys doing at this point? They're just staring at me.
So they were going to be detaching the harpoon. At this point, you do not see them. So you do not know what they are doing. But at any moment, the rope from the harpoon could detach, just like they did with the other one.
Okay. What would be the odds of me being able to... fuck. What would be the odds of me being able to shoot a bolt into the side of the ship and then hold on to that? Use that to kind of
You could certainly shoot a bolt in the side of the ship, no problem. Being able to hold on to that and stay on to the side of the ship, that would determine...
There's another story.
Yeah, based off of your...
That'd be based on me not rolling shitty. I just have to not roll shitty for another
and how
turns.
lucky you are as a halfling.
Yeah. Well, we've already established how that works.
Rolling
well, then
two ones in a row most likely won't happen twice in one game. So
true.
At least you've got
that
for you.
Here, let's all right, I'm gonna try to climb up the rope a little bit more for this turn to start.
All right. Go ahead and do an athletics check for me.
Athletics. God damn it.
You gonna die?
Well, good thing it's not a critical fail. It's a 2.
It just I was gonna say it's just
Or
barely
it was
above crit
3.
fail.
It was a 3.
I know. I'm moving up. Thank God I rolled that 4.
All right. So, you try to make some effort, but unfortunately, due to being completely soaked again and the whole rope being completely soaked, it is just a little bit too slick for you to really make any progress at this point. So you still are kind of stuck kind of just above the water level.
Okay, at this point, I decided to fire a bolt into the side of the ship in case I need to use that to assist me up.
Okay. And go ahead and do a Constitution saving throw at this point.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
It's pure garbage.
So, this is quite a strenuous activity, and so you can definitely feel your muscles in your arms kind of burning at this point, but you are still fine. But you're not sure how much longer your endurance can kind of hold out for you here.
Okay.
Fa Ping, you are on the deck of the ship.
Okay.
So,
Did I fire that? Did I fire the bolt in successfully then?
Yes.
I don't have
yeah.
to roll to attack or anything. Okay. Then I shoot that in the side, and I'm still kind of going. That's out of the boat.
All right, so Fa Ping, you are on the deck of the ship. You have just knocked someone off as you kind of hopped on board here, and the other ship kind of rammed into you guys. The guy at the helm, who's kind of a little bit further in front of you now, has turned around to look at what has happened, and seeing the other ship kind of entwined with theirs, and notices that you are now on board.
I think it's safe to assume I'm like, if this was the mummy, I'm the Jonathan of the group right now.
Yeah.
He saved the day in the end.
Except you're not rich.
He knew what the stork meant.
This is true.
That's the mummy too, dude.
Great, a stork. No, that's the first one.
Is that the first? Oh yeah.
I see the mama. Yeah, and he looks as it. That's what kills him. Stork bird. Sorry.
Okay. Were those two people still at the front of the ship watching Flynn?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's kind of hard to tell what they're doing at this point. Perspective.
I know they're there, right, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I charge them and try to knock them off as well?
Don't monks have, like, control powers? Or I guess not.
You could try, but you do have the crewman, one crewman that's kind of in between you and those two.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was someone.
Yeah. So there's a guy who's right up here. He was at the helm, kind of steering the ship and everything. So he's turned around. He's facing you now and is aware of you. And then the other two are all the way up here. So you need to be able to get past him, and you'd be basically going right by him, adjacent to him, to get past him.
Well, they say the shortest course is straight line, so I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
Quarterstaff to the face.
All right. So that is a hit.
4 damage, and I get an unarmed strike. 14 versus AC.
All right. That is a hit.
8 damage.
All right. So as you run up to him, you crack him right on the forehead. It dazes him, and then you kind of hit him with your, palm and push him straight back, and he ends up falling down unconscious. All right. Would you like to do any more movement? You could definitely move towards this front of the ship, or you can save that for later. You wouldn't really be able to take any other actions, though, other than moving to that area.
Let's see, what would that be? I'm gonna end.
Okay. Okay, and it is your